And I've got to be honest with you, I was very reluctant. I thought, I hate sales. I am not a salesperson. I've got one of these faces that you can read on my face. If I think it's bad, if I think, you can read exactly how I'm feeling in my expressions in my face. I'm a terrible, terrible liar. And so I thought, oh my God, I don't want to get into sales. I don't want to be out there like a greasy used car salesman trying to, constantly sell people stuff that they're not interested in. I'm like, that sucks. I don't want to do that. But I had a pretty supportive boss at my last job where I was in commercial property management, and I was trying to figure out what to do next. The company I was with had been acquired, and they were kind of laying everybody off, switching to an investment management company up in New York. So we were all losing our jobs. So I said, what am I going to do? And she said, you should get your real estate license. You're good with people, you're smart, you learn fast, you would actually be really good. And so I thought, oh my gosh, but this is so scary. I'm going from making an actual paycheck every 2 weeks to a 100% commission job where I don't get a paycheck. And, who knows when I'll get a paycheck, and who knows if someone's ever going to hire me to help them sell their home. I don't know. That was just a lot of uncertainty. And like everybody else, I have bills to pay. I was really, really scared. My husband was super supportive. He said, look, we can get by with you not working and bringing in an income. I can cover the mortgage and, the household essentials. But he's like, I think you should take this. I think you should try. And I think you should take the leap. I think you're going to do great. So I did. I signed up for the in-person real estate pre-licensing sales class down off of Lee Road at a real estate school called IFREC. And I had to go to the in-person class. So you can do them online, you can do them distance, but my attention span is terrible. And so I went and did 63 hours in like 10 days or something. It was 8 to 5, brutal, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and then all next Monday through Friday again. But I did it. I passed my test. And a lot of people don't pass. I think there's like an 86% failure rate, which I didn't realize. Where you go to school and the support and training that you have while you're doing your licensing education to help you pass the course, that is super important. And so that's why I decided to open up my own real estate school offering self-paced online courses. But I've also launched a podcast and video series where I basically go through the course with you. I'm like reading the course, but I'm also pointing out to you the things that you really need to know and why you need to know them. And if it doesn't really pertain to passing the end of course exam, I'm going to point that out to you too. But a lot of the stuff that I learned to go over was everybody skips the glossary of terms. And when you're getting into real estate as a new profession, you need to know the lingo. You need to know the terms that are used in the profession. And so I realized that's something that I really focus on too, is I make sure I do like a little video podcast, specifically an episode on these are the terms you need to know for this unit or this chapter, whatever it is. And I make sure that you understand what those are and what they mean in respect to real estate terms, because it might be a different meaning in the real estate world than it is out like in the wild. I love my podcast series. It's on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcast. It's under the Florida Real Estate School Show, or the Fresh Show with 2 S's. And basically you can listen to it when you're in the car. And again, it's just going through the course material. So you can read it self-paced at home, online, whenever. You can put in your AirPods, your earbuds, whatever you're doing. Listen to it while you're at the gym, while you're walking the dog, taking the kids for a walk, at the grocery store, driving home. I love the fact that it just kind of reinforces the course material that you're reading. And it's like having a friend talk you through it. And so sometimes that's easier to understand and remember, especially with my intermittent bad jokes thrown in along the way. So I ended up getting into real estate and providing solutions for everything that I always wanted and didn't have.